everyone, Tim with Collect Jurassic, and we're back again looking at more new Mattel Jurassic World toys. Today we're looking at these two Savage Strike figures as part of the 2021 Camp Cretaceous / Primal Attack toy line. We have Velociraptor, and we also have Velociraptor. Two Velociraptors, both named the same. But what's notable about these guys, before we get them out of the box, is that they are the last Savage Strike figures that are going to be coming out, starting with Dino Escape. That's the next wave of dinosaurs, the next theme, rather, not Primal Attack, but Dino Escape. These will be called Fierce Force. Same price point, probably same features, new name, but just want to get that out of the way, that these were sort of the end of an era. But they're both really cool. Again, the wave is ending with two Raptors, not from the Raptor squad, but we sort of have this, what I would call a Tiger Raptor, very similar to Lost World. We just got a Tiger Raptor and Amber collection. So this is sort of like a legacy figure in a way, just not legacy collection, but it definitely gives us strong Tiger Raptor vibes. We also have this Raptor over here that really isn't based on anything in particular, just has some wild colors. But yeah, you got that Camp Cretaceous packaging on both of these with characters from the show, the Netflix call out. You also have on the back showing what the dinosaurs, what their actions are. You also have that Camp Cretaceous card that we can't get enough of. I have so many of them at this point, though. I definitely don't need any more. But we'll go ahead and open these figures. I do actually already have them open off camera. So I'm going to go ahead and just swap this one out for the open figure. This is the first Velociraptor. Again, this is Savage Strike. This is a jumping Raptor, so it's a repaint of the jumping Raptor figure that we've gotten in a few different sculpts. I think it was blue first and a couple other random Raptors, and it's been, you know, it's been released in a couple different colorations, but this is the latest and greatest one. What I always liked about this Raptor figure is that its head is on this cool, like, swivel ball joint, so it can do, like, all kinds of cool poses and look behind it. I've always liked that about this figure. But it also has the jumping feature, which is kind of silly. It's not like anything like a biting jaws. It's got these spring-loaded legs, and you let go. It's supposed to like jump up in the air. I don't know. I don't think. I've never thought this was a very cool feature. It's not like it jumps like, you know, now it jumps. So you can get it to jump if you're dead set on doing it. But that's the action feature for this. Also has some nice articulation. These Savage Strike figures always have nice articulation because it's got the ball joints, the double hinged arm joints rather, that let it do all kinds of cool poses. The legs, though, unfortunately, on this one are not very posable because they are they're kind of fused together in order to do this jumping mechanic. So kind of a downside to this version of the Raptor. But I love the colors. I love the red. What's a bummer is the concept art was supposed to be more yellow. I mean, you can kind of see it on the back of the box here. But it really came across a little bit fainter. Makes it a little more subtle, a little more natural. The first image definitely looked like a pretty radical looking Raptor. But the finished product is still nice. Nice novel color to get anyway. Different from any other Raptor we've gotten before. But let's go ahead and take a look at the other Raptor here. This is the one I'm really excited about. Again, similar to Lost World, like a Tiger Raptor. So we'll go ahead and take away the box and get the one from off camera that's already been opened. Here it is. It is the... I'm going to call this the Tiger Raptor. Its official name is Velociraptor, but I love this figure. It's probably one of my favorite Raptor figures they've made. The sculpt is great, and getting this paint application on it is just kind of the next best thing, I guess I would say. What's really cool about this one is it's got an action feature that's, you know, just sort of like, it almost doesn't even really matter. It doesn't take away from the figure. It's still fully posable. You can't even tell there's a button on it. But if you're so inclined, there's a button that makes it do like a Michael Jackson dance, I guess, Thriller. But there's really not a lot to the action feature, which I don't mind because I don't get these because of the action features. But articulation is super nice in this one too because it also has a ball joint on the head that does all kinds of cool things. And it also has those double jointed arms. Even though they're tied to an action feature, you can still pose them however you want. And you can pose them however you want. And it'll still do the action feature, which is kind of funny. And then the legs on this one are actually posable too. So they're sort of like rotating, and they also they also sort of expand and contract into the body too. So you can, it does have a little bit more articulation than you would imagine. But what it lets you do, this figure lets you do all kinds of cool poses because of that articulation, because of that leg articulation. It just makes it a really, really nice figure. You know, Tiger Raptor is cool because it is from the Lost World, those Isla Sorna Raptors. You know, we're definitely a cool design, a cool departure from the first movies Velociraptors with those tiger stripes that let them hide in the long grass. So being able to get a new toy version of this is cool. Obviously, we got a Tiger Raptor from Legacy Collection when the Jurassic World line first came out, but I would say this one is definitely a much nicer improvement versus that one, just because that one was the jumping raptor sculpt, which isn't the most accurate sculpt. And this one just, you know, it just looks, color-wise, just looks a little less cartoony. So really cool. Again, I just love this raptor figure, so it could do no wrong in my book. And having it painted up like the Tiger Raptor just makes this one of my favorite raptors for sure. So that's both of these raptors. Again, these are the last Savage Strike figures that will be coming out. Of course, we have Fierce Force on the horizon for Dino Escape. That will definitely be really, really cool. But these Raptors are nice sort of novel thing to go out on, I would say, for Mattel, because they are just such cool paint colorations. You have something super original, super vivid with the jumping raptor, but of course the Tiger Raptor calls back to Lost World. So that's just kind of a neat little mention here. One thing I did want to notice, I did want to call out too on this review, is the quality control on both these figures was really impressive. You know, we talk about, you know, eye paint being off and like paint splash on like teeth and teeth not being fully painted. It's just kind of, you know, annoying stuff that us collectors kind of notice on some of the Mattel figures. Sometimes it seems like it's getting really bad. But I would say with these two figures, you know, I have two open and I have two in box. I was just really impressed with how good the quality control was on both of these. And I'm hoping that's a sign of things to come, because again, you know, collecting Mattel toys is a blast, but sometimes the QC makes it a little bit of a drag. So I'm hoping that, you know, this is a sign of things to come, of like, you know, figures having better paint applications, having better, you know, less errors on them, less Raptors falling down, less eye paint being off, all that good stuff. Hoping that those days are behind us. Just something I wanted to point out before I left here, but these are the two final Savage Strike Velociraptors. I'm super excited to share them on the channel. So thanks for watching. I think that's all I have to say. So until next time, I'm Tim with Click Jurassic, and thanks for watching.